everyone, welcome back to episode 2 with our well-known astrologer from Bangalore, Pandit Katti ji. Let's continue with our questions. Alright, so my next question is about a hot topic, marriage.
Okay.
So a lot of people will ask you questions about when I'm going to get married, what's going to happen with my married life, all of that. In a lot of cases, even though everything seems fine, the girl is good, the boy is good, the families are good, financially they're doing good, everything seems fine, but there's still some problem in the marriage. There's something going wrong. What do you think about that?
Is there a situation where in a marriage there are no problems every day?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't say that. I being married,
Yeah.
if I say that everything is hunky-dory, my wife will say, oh, is it? Okay.
I'll give you a problem to talk about now.
Exactly. Not one,
Yeah.
multiple. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Please forgive me. But it is becoming very, very difficult in the current generation to look at this entire Shastra of Vivaha Sambandha. I am using this word called Vivaha, not marriage. Marriage is an English term.
Yeah.
I would rather use this word Vivaha, and last year, every year all my students gather in Mysore for 5 days. We have a contact class. Otherwise, my courses are virtual on Zoom and all that, recordings. But every year, April or May, this 19th April, 20th April of this year, it starts. I teach 5 days from morning 9:30 to 5:30. Last year, I taught 5 days only marriage matching.
Was that intentional or it just happened to be just about marriage?
No, I pick a topic. I pick a topic and I picked, Anyway, it was very controversial and very interesting kind of a thing. But nowadays, it is becoming very rare to apply those concepts because 10 years ago, father and mother, either of a boy or a girl, used to come to me and say, look, these are the 2 charts. This is my boy's chart. These are 3 charts of the prospective brides. Please match. The girl has never met the boy has never met the girl. This is the initial discussion of horoscope level. Parents used to come. Now, the boy and girl together come to me. We are in a relationship. Match the horoscopes. I said, if you are already in a relationship, why would I match your horoscope? If I say no,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Bitpritira? Will you separate?
Exactly.
No, Panditji. Then why?
Right.
So, but even if there is a concept of matching, this current situation of matching, which is out there, is complete nonsense. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 36 ಗುಣ 36 points has to be matched. It's like writing an exam. Total marks is 36.
36
and you ಇಲ್ಲ minimum 18. So which means passing mark is 50%. 50%. Then okay. There are marriages which have been 36 out of 36 and they have ended in 6 months or less. There are marriages where the point system of 36 is not even 5 to 8, they have survived 28 years. Oh, this example is my life.
How that?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
My wife and I, when we got married, based on this 36 point system, we I think we had only 8. We finished 28 years of marriage.
Lovely.
Thankfully, I did not see any flying saucers.
So how do you think that works?
No, I didn't see any flying saucers yet of the tea.
I hope nothing comes your way now. She's sitting right there.
No. Then probably a plate itself will come. But due respect to my dear wife.
Yeah.
But for educating people, you need to understand the entire Shastra of marriage matching. What is marriage matching? Is the boy's karma aligned to the girl's karma? Is their life journey traveling in the same direction? After marriage, the boy says, The boy and girl, many cases have happened. Boy and girl were in US. Both of them working. The boy's parents at Bangalore, their health started deteriorating.
ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು.
So the husband there tells the wife, let's wrap it up. I want to go back to Bangalore to take care of my aged parents. At the same time, the girl, the wife, got a promotion and she had to relocate to London. So this person's karmic direction is different. The girl's karmic direction is different. I'm not saying they are wrong. I'm saying it is different.
Yeah.
Then will the marriage survive? It did not. That is why Vivaha comes from the word Vahana. What is a Vahana? Vahana is a vehicle. A vehicle which has to go in one direction where the husband and wife are passengers.
Makes sense.
My guru used to say, Madhuvendra, very angry guru. He says, marriage means a bull and a cow coming together and tilling the land.
It's hard work.
It is hard work and tilling the land to make it fertile so that when the seeds are put there, then the next generation will come. But if the cow goes in one direction, the bull goes in another direction. Now, whether that will happen or not is marriage matching. But these rules of marriage matching are there only in one Purana, which is Agni Purana. Now, astrologers, again, I apologize, there may be very good astrologers, very knowledgeable astrologers, but the core qualification of an astrologer is there must have been a practice of reading and understanding the Puranas. And it is only in Agni Purana the rules of marriages are there. And in the Hindu or the Sanatana Dharma, there are 8 types of marriages. And one type actually encourages eloping.
Really?
Yeah, go run away.
Easy way out.
Easy way out. No expenses to the chowdhury and all that. Right? So, see, that's the whole. But you have to read. Out of the 8, 1 is prohibited. Kidnap, in the earlier kidnapping and, kidnapping a girl, that is Asura Vivaha. Rakshasa Vivaha actually. Rakshasa Vivaha, that is prohibited. But other things like, people meet over coffee, they decide to get married. And for some reason, they take off. And they get married somewhere else. And then they'll send photos.
We're married.
Married or probably a link. Okay? So that also is allowed. But the issue is, are the energy levels same?
Yeah.
Is your ideology same?
That's what matters. Yeah.
Because there are 2 things I always see in a horoscope when it comes to marriage. Listen to this very carefully. This is important. If a boy and a girl get married, and I am limiting that to boy and girl nowadays. There are many other variants. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah.
But when a boy and girl do get married, for the next at least 5 years, the energy of Rati is going to work.
Okay.
Now, if you read the Itihasa, Rati was the wife of Kamadeva. Kama means love, lust. So, the moment a couple is married, what is their focus?
Yeah.
Sexuality.
Yeah.
Physical intimacy, public display of affection.
Yeah.
I can't get, I can't get, I want to get more of you.
That's the honeymoon phase.
Honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
That is the honeymoon phase. That is the Rati phase. That probably is like, 5 or maybe 6 years. But after that, what happens? That sexual capability, that hormones over the period of age goes down. Then ideally, this sexuality component must get transformed automatically to a phase which we call as Preeti, another wife of Kama. Preeti means what? Compassion, trust. When this transition does not happen, then marriages will break.
Yeah.
So is this transition possible in this boys and girls horoscope, that Shastra, that knowledge is there only in Garuda Purana. That is what 5 days I taught, not Puranas. I applied it in charts. There are many celebrities. I have the horoscopes. Okay. I have the horoscopes. Okay. Celebrity 1 got married to celebrity 2, but had an affair with celebrity 3. Even before marriage. So before marriage, celebrity 1 had 2 girlfriends. Celebrity 1, celebrity 2 and celebrity 3. But that person ended up marrying the one lady and not the other one. Why? I showed that in charts because the energies were not matching. Elizabeth Taylor married how many times?
How many?
To my recollection, 8 times.
Yeah?
I think she married one person twice. Richard Burton. She married Richard Burton, the famous Gone with the Wind, divorced him. After a few years, married him again.
Was it because she was not able to find anyone she could?
No,
match
it was,
with?
that is what, that the Shahs, the planetary periods. For example, Henry the Eighth had 8 wives. There is actually a poem also based on him. I've forgotten my English literature. But I think 2 of them he had his wife beheaded. One he killed in different way. One was still alive. So these are the case studies. When will the first wife come? When will the second wife come? Will the second wife come after separation or death of the first wife, or the first marriage is going on, second also will start
simultaneously?
All this very interesting. All this is there in Garuda Purana, Agni Purana. You must be an expert to even understand. But if the matching, at least in arranged marriage, which is very, very, very few right now, it is possible that there is some kind of energy mismatch. There's some specific ritual that has to be done, or some mantra has to be given, can be done. But if there is a situation where these 2 people will get married, but the children will be born probably having some kind of a DNA or genetic kind of a problem, then we have to tell them, please, this match is not good.
Yeah.
Only people who deal with special children know
the difficulty.
How difficult it is. So it is a huge responsibility. And usually, I keep telling my wife, please don't take bookings from clients who actually want to do marriage matching. It is such a huge responsibility. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want.
You'll also feel partly responsible for it.
Not partly, completely.
Really?
Fully responsible. Not partly, completely responsible. Because something goes wrong, they'll say, that Jyotishi, no.
Yeah.
We have to go and find him.
Yeah.
Like that.
Possible,
But marriage matching is a science, it is an art, and it is supported by the Shastra of Jyotish.
Awesome. Okay, so Kattiji, you were earlier talking about gemstones. So let's get into that topic. Is that true? Is that really something that works, or is that just a belief?
I think answering this, I am going to get into trouble again.
Let's see what happens.
Because first time I talked online about gemstones, I got into severe trouble. A lot of people started trolling me. A lot of people sent me hate mails. Okay, bordering to why don't you die also. Okay. Some people actually said, oh my God, now I know why this happened to me. So let's get certain basics right. Now this is very controversial. It is controversial because the easiest of the easiest remedies that can be prescribed is a gemstone.
Okay.
Wear one, don't do any sadhana, don't do any mantra, all problems will go away.
Magic.
No, complete magic. The question now is, gemstones work.
Okay.
I will give you that. It is not I giving you that. Now is the time where earlier I think I said Garuda Purana and then I said Agni Purana. Agni Purana is for marriage matching. but the entire gemstone Shastra is in Garuda Purana.
Okay.
First of all, people don't need read Puranas.
Howdu.
On top of that, reading Garuda Purana, people are scared. Why? Because unfortunately, people focus only on one part of Garuda Purana, which is like experiencing probably a very excellent horror movie 10 times in intensity. There is a Khanda. Khanda is a chapter which is called the Preta Khanda, where Garuda Purana says after you die, what will happen to the soul, how many punishments are you going to get, where are you going to get, how many towns that your soul is going to be dragged by Yamadutas, all that.
The sound of it itself is scary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was the first Purana I was asked to read
Really?
during my childhood. And
Okay.
again, when I am talking about this, let me also demystify something, because it is such a Purana which makes people afraid. They have started this new falsehood that Garuda Purana should be read in two cases: only when a person is dead, or the eligibility to read Garuda Purana yourself. The eligibility is your parents must have died. So once I was in North India, SAP project was there. So one of my I think colleague of Delhi, someone passed away, so I had to go. The body was there, and one Pandit was reading Garuda Purana, and my colleague did not know that I was into astrology, things like that. So I didn't ask anything because it was a very sensitive time. But I thought to myself that if Garuda Purana has to be read only after a person is dead, how will the knowledge of Garuda Purana help the person who is already dead?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is a misconception. Second is also a misconception that Garuda Purana has to be read only when your both parents are dead. That is also wrong. I was given Garuda Purana at the very young age. Okay. Many of my family members got very stressed out, but my guru had nothing to do. Nothing. He said
He didn't believe all of that.
believe all that. There. Gemstones. First, there are 9 planets, Navagrahas, and there are Navaratnas. There are some in Garuda Purana, they say Uparatnas, secondary stones. Again, I reiterate, gemstones work, but there are some conditions. Which gemstone is applicable to you depends on not just one horoscope of yours, but 16 horoscopes in your life.
Okay.
So let me explain. People know only one chart, which has a box. We usually call it Rashi chart. Like before I said, no, I divide the time into multiple. So whenever I divide that particular time of birth into smaller compartments, each compartment is a horoscope. So there are 16 horoscopes that make one person, which is called Shodasha Varga. Now, one particular chart is about children, one particular chart is about your husband or wife, one particular chart is about your health, personality, attitude. Now, most of the people actually look at your first chart, main chart, and give you some gemstone. But that gemstone may interfere with a subchart which may be harmful to your children.
Complicated.
Or you wear a gemstone, husband and wife will fight. So in my last interaction online, I said one statement, and I'll repeat this again because
I'd love to hear that.
it's a very, people got shocked. Okay. So you want me to repeat that? Okay.
If you're comfortable.
I am comfortable.
I'd like to know what the take is on that.
I am very comfortable, but I just said last time that we will never give, and I'll repeat, we will never prescribe an emerald to a person who is post-puberty, marriageable age, sexually active. We will never give an emerald
And why so?
Why so? Good question. Emerald means Mercury. Buddha. In Sanskrit it's called Buddha. In English it is called Mercury, planet Mercury. This planet Mercury is responsible, this is basics of Jyotish. This planet Mercury gets very strong in a place where Venus becomes very weak.
Okay.
Look at this very carefully. In a person's life, after puberty, Venus is important. What is Venus? Venus is a good spouse, good health, good regeneration. Venus controls the reproductive organs.
Okay.
In men, it is the sperm count. In women, it is the egg. Venus controls that.
Okay.
Venus controls, of course, when the reproductory kind of thing is weak, then no children. Okay. Let us say Venus is very weak. Venus is love. Love between a husband and a wife. So Mercury is making Venus weak. So you wear an emerald. What is happening? Divorce can happen. Truly, in the past, I have recommended emerald only in one case where I wanted that lady to get divorced.
Okay.
Why? Because there were a lot of other complications like physical abuse and all that. So she wanted to get out of the marriage. She wore an emerald. In 6 months, she got divorced. Mutual, that also. The husband was not ready to give all that. So you must be careful because the gemstone that has to be prescribed needs a study of all the 16. And in one area of life, a particular gemstone could be excellent, but it may be negative, maybe for your career.
Makes sense.
So this evaluation is very carefully done. So there are 9 Navagrahas. Diamond is for Venus. I don't think, with so many times I have read and reread the Garuda Purana, I have not come across a gemstone called zircon or turquoise. You know the turquoise people wear that, right?
Yes.
Green or blue?
It's so greenish.
Greenish kind of thing. Those are never mentioned in our Shastras.
Okay.
But now it is a market force.
Yeah.
People who cannot, come on, diamonds are not cheap, no?
Yeah, they're not.
Okay, so what can we do? Wear zircon, cheaper. Fair enough. I will also give this saying that, okay, this also is fine. The next question comes is the gemstone authentic? A gemstone is supposed to be a formation of a mineral over thousands and thousands of years. And we as human beings, there's a very nice saying in Andhra, because I grew up in the United Andhra Pradesh, right? Because my education is from there. My dad was in service 20 years. There they actually say it was not Rayalasima then, it was called Ratnalasima.
Oh.
So which means all these gemstones during the Vijayanagar kind of that golden period, they were actually sold like Sante, like market. Abundance. So that natural gemstones were readily available. Natural formations were readily available
back then.
Over a period of time, it has depleted.
We've exhausted it. Yeah.
It has depleted. It is like what is happening is the population of bees is decreasing. Bees are dying every day.
Yeah.
But the production of honey is at an all-time high. Don't you see there is a disconnect there?
Yeah.
So which means the gemstones what are coming into the market, you don't know whether it is lab treated, heat synthesized, or to make it brighter, they inject something into it.
Okay.
You do not know. There is a beautiful documentary, if I remember a couple of years back, I saw, I think it was on Netflix, where it was about the diamonds, where even De Beers, which is the biggest company of diamond manufacturing, they have invested millions of dollars on equipment just to find out whether it is a heat-treated diamond or a natural diamond. You do not know.
Yeah.
The artificial diamonds, heat-treated, lab-created diamonds have already flooded the market.
Yeah.
You do not know. That is why certain gemstones are very cheap. Last time I was, traveling, I saw somebody wearing a, gemstone. I curiously asked him, how much did you pay? He said, sir, probably about 5,000 rupees. Then I said, Manasnali, why? Because if there is an authentic gemstone that truly arrives in the market, it can only be afforded by industrialists. Because can you imagine 1 carat? Actually, the measurement is called a rati. Rati is close to a carat. But let's say 1 carat. 1 carat of original, authentic gemstone, the price will cost at least from 17 lakhs onwards.
Wow.
And that is why, who buys it?
Rich people.
The millionaires and the billionaires.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, you are just, if you are giving 5,000 rupees for a stone, that stone and a pebble on the road, there is no difference.
Yeah.
But the story does not end there. Even if you get an authentic gemstone, that gemstone maps to a particular planet. And that planet maps to a devata. Let's take an example. Let's take Mercury, emerald. Emerald is Mercury. The devata of Mercury is Vishnu.
Okay.
ಆ ಜೆಮ್ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾಪನ. ಪ್ರಾಣ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾ. Prana means life force. Pratisthapana means installing that life force in that gemstone. Whose prana are you infusing? A part of Vishnu's prana. So, if a person has to infuse even a small, tiny portion of Vishnu Shakti into this gemstone, don't you think that person involved must be a great sadhak?
Yeah, has to be.
How many people are there right now? I will tell you what the process is. Get a gemstone. This is very funny. Get a gemstone. Oh, emerald? Okay, get it. Overnight, put it in milk. Oh, Mercury, no. Mercury means what? Wednesday. So Wednesday, sunrise, you wear it. No. The rules are very simple. Even before you wear a gemstone, provided it is authentic, you first have to keep it in your house somewhere first and see what are the changes. Next, you will have to keep it below your pillow and sleep to find out how it is affecting your brain patterns, emotional patterns. If nothing drastic happens, then you call that sadhak and ask him to do prana pratishtha, and then probably pay about 50 lakhs or whatever and get the gemstone. There are people who have invested 80 lakhs for a gemstone that is fake.
Okay.
Because nobody knows. So my question is very pragmatic. I am a very pragmatic Jyotishi. If I had 17 lakhs, don't you think I would have put it in the bank and put some fixed deposit or kind of thing, and at least that interest?
Yeah, practical.
That is why, again, that is why I got it. This statement of mine always gets controversial, because there is a nexus between the astrologer and the gemstone. You should see my Facebook friend requests. About 50 of them are selling gemstones. I keep on saying decline. But usually what happens, I'm not saying all astrologers do it, but usually there is a nexus. Just like in the olden times, or probably in the past, a doctor used to say, go only to that lab to get it tested. Why? Some kind of commission, something would have happened.
Yeah.
Like that, definitely the nexus is there between the. I'm not putting I'm not painting the entire Jyotish community with one brush, but I have seen people saying, an astrologer saying that, go to that particular market in Chickpete, you tell my name, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do a mantra?
Yeah.
Instead of spending lakhs and lakhs together, why can't you sit wherever you want?
That's valid.
Okay. And all the investment you have to do is the time of yours.
Yeah.
And I'm using the word investment because it is an investment when you actually chant the mantra.
Yes.
So that is my very clear outlook about gemstones. Gemstones work, but with so many rules and regulations, it is very, very difficult to get a correct gemstone. And
It is in fact very controversial.
deity, please go to Tirupati, go to some kshetra. Okay, once a year do that. Or at your home, do some dhyana. Simple Ganapati. There are so many mantras. Okay. My guru in the UK actually teaches Shabar mantras. Okay, why don't you do that? There are so many things. All it takes is just sit there and just chant without spending any money.
Yeah.
That is probably more pragmatic.
True.
Right? And there are no side effects of mantras.
Yeah. That's really interesting. My next question is, let's say there's somebody who's completely new to astrology. They don't know the A of astrology, okay? So what do you think is the first thing they should understand?
If somebody approaches an astrologer, maybe for a reading, or more importantly, to learn. The example is very simple. Or the metaphor is very simple, that if you want to, let's say you have a sore throat or you have a viral, would you go to any doctor? No. You will do some research about. Forget about the doctor, let's look at a hospital.
Yeah.
Right? Would I go to a local two-floor building near my home which has multi-speciality in it, or will I go to Apollo? Right? Probably I'll go to Apollo. Why? Because it's time tested. They have a lot of presence and they have a history. When compared to a 2 BHK room functioning as, and there are a lot of things in Bangalore, by the way, right now. Likewise, when you want to approach an astrologer, be it for a reading or be it for learning, the first thing the person who wants to learn or to consult must ask the astrologer, who is your guru? Who is your guru's guru? Who is your guru's guru?
Background verification.
It is a background verification.
Yeah.
Don't we do that during marriages or hiring? Why do you think the entire HR is there?
Yeah.
Background checks.
Yeah.
I can say I worked in Google, but they will call up Google and find out, right?
They need to know if it's true.
Likewise, please understand that if a person actually says, I don't have a guru, should be okay. But then where do you learn it from? Because one thing is very clear, that you cannot learn these shastras just by reading a book. Because there is a shloka that has to be decoded. And our rishis were so careful to ensure that this particular knowledge does not fall with unscrupulous people. They have encrypted it. You think Dan Brown is encryption? No. The entire Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra, which is Jyotish Shastra, the entire Jaimini Maharishi, it's all encryption. Every shloka has a number. You will have to take that number, you have to reverse it, you have to divide it by something, and then you get the correct shloka. Who is going to decode it? The books don't.
Yeah.
Who else? A guru from a tradition will. So please be with, like you say, okay, there is an MBBS doctor, there is an MBBS, MD, FRCS, etc., etc. So many years of experience, 14 years of experience only in ENT. Oh, I have a throat infection, so I'll go here. Why will I go to a general practitioner?
Yeah, he's specialized.
He's specialized.
Yeah.
So there are certain verifications, and I always teach the clients, please ask questions.
Yeah, very important.
When we go to a medical doctor and he prescribes, let us say, some antibiotic, let's say he prescribes 500 mg, don't we immediately say, don't we immediately ask what will be the side effect of it? It's a natural thing which
Yeah.
you ask a medical doctor. Why are you not asking certain same questions on the same lines to an astrologer? So that is why the faith and the belief between the astrologer and the client is absolutely sacrosanct. It should not break. But it makes it easier if the client actually says. If somebody comes to me and says, when did you start learning Jyotish? From when I was 7 years old. Were you practicing full time from 7 years old? No. I was an Oracle DBA. I used to do it more as a hobby. Who are my gurus? Many. My Dodappa is there, my grandfather is there, Ravi Shankaran is there, so many gurus are there.
Yeah.
I come from this. And what is your lineage? I come from Uttaradi Matha. So there is a Diksha Guru, there is a Shiksha Guru. This is my biodata, you have to understand before asking.
Yeah.
Because that is how you build relationships. That is the first, see, that is what clients must ask. Just not, just go and, ask anything for anybody.
Yeah.
So it's like asking a homeopathy about erythromycin. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that is why, please ask questions. Don't hesitate to ask questions.
Yeah. So I think anybody who's a potential client now knows how to start the conversation.
Yes.
Yes. I'm very curious to know if you specifically chose this path. Why did you choose this path? Did you have anything else in your mind? Why this path particularly?
See, I was born into a family, the Katti family, where the puja rituals and these shastras were practiced by the elders. I grew up in that environment.
Day-to-day life.
Day-to-day life. Somebody used to come home. Somebody used to say, I was just a small child. I went through all these, discussions where somebody is asking my grandfather or my Dodappa or, saying that, is this time correct? Is that? So the Panchanga and these kind of sciences were something which was a day-to-day kind of a thing. And I grew up in that environment. So naturally, I was very attracted to that. I was always saying, oh, how future, no? Back then I wanted to be a pilot, by the way. But
you're happy you're doing this.
No, I'm doing this. Although I have 2 students who are pilots. Okay. Yes. But yeah, I grew up in that environment. And because of that, the elders started teaching me. But back then I never thought there will come a day where, see, this is very important. Whatever you learn, no matter when, you never know that vidya or that knowledge, how it will help you.
Very true. That's very true. Yeah.
That is why I never say no to knowledge. I was there in that environment. I continued learning. It's a different issue that most of my cousins also started learning. But somehow this knowledge stuck with me from childhood.
Yeah.
Because if you actually look at, I keep telling this statement. When I was born, I believe there was a lot of drama at home. Yeah.
For what reason?
Not very good reasons.
Okay.
Right? My father also was a little bit of
and
a
was
Jyotishi.
that opinion based out of astrology?
Yeah, the moment I was born. Then my father went to his elder brother. What happened? What happened? Your son is born. I said, no, this Daridra Yoga is there in his chart. Okay. No, this Lord is debilitated. He will never be all that. That's the environment,
Yeah.
Of course, there's another story that my Dodappa, I believe, gave his brother, my father, a complete dressing down, saying that if you don't know the
Calm
subject,
down.
don't talk about it. In Kannada, I cannot say that.
In his own words.
In Kannada, I cannot because there's a lot of slangs there. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you start growing up and this knowledge stuck. And then because back then there were no apps. There was no laptops.
Yeah.
Right? I'm talking of 1980, those times, even the horoscopes we had to cast by hand, looking at the Panchanga. So it stuck with me. it never went away
Hmm.
one way or the other. Even when I joined the IT,
Hmm.
information technology, software, it was always there.
Sort of a part of your identity.
A part of my,
Yeah.
I used to maintain a register,
Hmm.
a secret register at home,
Hmm.
where I used to write in red ink pen,
Huh.
this particular date, this event will happen.
Huh.
I stopped it because that register was, people found out where I had hidden it. Okay, so but then now everything is,
Hmm.
but that knowledge of Jyotish was always there in the family.
Hmm. So you just grew into
I
it.
just
and
grew into it.
You've grown to love it.
Yeah, and then I got busy during my SAP technology career. I was with Intel Corporation in the US. I was the lead administrator global for Autodesk between a lot of companies.
But your heart somehow brought you back to this path.
Yeah, because that, as I went through that SAP kind of thing, then market started changing,
Hmm.
right? And 2 years ago, my health also suffered. Okay, then I said on that day, I went to LinkedIn and wrote, I retire. And a lot of my ex-bosses, because name any company in the world, probably there's going to be one or more students of mine or ex-colleagues of mine whom I have trained.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's quite a network.
Yeah, it's quite a network. I have 100 in LinkedIn. I think I have more than 100 recommendations, endorsements. Okay, but then that life is gone now. But then I do have to support my family. So the transition became very easy. I was teaching my students over the weekend, whenever I wanted to. But that is how the transition happened.
Yeah.
And now, that's why recently I posted in Instagram also of my picture driving a vehicle. And I said, after my IT, I am much more healthier and happier. And a lot of people are asking me, how did you do that? We also want to do that.
There are a lot of people who want to do that, bring that change in their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's very stressful.
Okay.
But Jyotish also can become stressful.
Yeah.
There's a negative side of Jyotish we don't speak about, or rather nobody asks about, is that your energy drain is complete. Sometimes you look at very tough horoscopes, very heavy karmic horoscopes.
Yeah. I think you'll also have to absorb that knowledge to be able to communicate.
You have to absorb that.
Yeah.
See, you have to absorb their dukkha.
Yeah.
I don't know I have so many doctors in my family and in my network. I also ask them in online, does death of a patient matter to you? Yeah. How do you deal with that? Because even if I see a very, a horoscope that a person is going through a very, very sorrowful time, it hits me.
It troubles you mentally also, yeah.
That's why I see only 2 horoscopes a day. Unless and until there is something, an emergency, and my wife who handles all my schedules and calendar. Okay, she says there is. Otherwise, sometimes it becomes so heavy that I just sit on the couch or sleep on the couch and probably drift off to sleep. That is why there are certain you have to.
You need to know how to moderate everything. Yeah,
exactly.
Makes sense.
So that's why. But otherwise, Jyotish was always there in my family.
Yeah.
So
it's just a part of you.
It's just a part of me. It was always a part of me. Now it has become all of me.
Makes sense. That
is.
So let's say somebody is watching this particular podcast and they feel stuck in life, What do you suggest is the first thing they should do?
Go to my website. Look at what is the next available date. Click on it. Fill up your data. Go to the payment portal. Pay me. And then you will get a confirmation email. And then we'll have a nice talk about your horoscope.
Yes. We'll guide you through life.
Yes.
All right, guys, that's what you have to do. It's just that simple. So in general, a lot of people approach astrologers because they want to know what is the right time to do something auspicious, be it an event or something special, or even in some cases, there's a delivery and somebody needs to go through a C-section. What's the right time to do that? There are people like that also.
Yes.
What is your response to that?
You see, when it comes to an auspicious muhurta, auspicious time is what is called muhurta. For marriage or housewarming, things are pretty much documented. But I want to really talk about the C-section. And coincidentally, this actually, somebody asked, or maybe I actually opened the Pandora's box on X, Twitter, formerly Twitter.
Yeah.
I did open a huge Pandora's box. A lot of people started fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, people supporting that, people not supporting it, people asking why.
Okay, where did it start?
I just wrote a statement saying that this is a whole load of nonsense.
Okay.
I don't mince my words. Okay, whatever I say, I say. I said this is a whole lot of nonsense that has started, probably a decade ago. Because I'm not new to this question saying that, my daughter-in-law is pregnant, 9th month. Today is Saptami. Tomorrow is Ashtami. Doctor is saying that it has to be C-section. It is a doctor's advice. Medical advice is he is going to do a C-section tomorrow. But tomorrow is Ashtami. Can we do it today? Saptami. Oh, by the way, we are having a talk on Ashtami, by the way. Did you know that? We were having a conversation today on Ashtami, which is not so
auspicious. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there is certain things which are practical. One, when it comes to a very sensitive issue of a birth of a baby, please, the first priority you do is not the astrologer, but a doctor.
Doctor, yes.
Vaidyo Narayano Harihi.
Haudu.
Simple. Please do not. You do not be the doctor. You follow the doctor's advice, number one, because the health of the mother and the child is paramount for the medical doctor.
Yes.
If the health is fine, my guru gave me because C-section cannot be avoided after a certain age. For example, my second daughter was born for the C-section. The first daughter was born naturally. I never asked the doctor, or rather, to be very honest, I also did a lot of calculations. But they don't work. They don't work. Long story short, what happens is, my guru said one thing. If the C-section has to happen, let the labor pain start first. The labor pain is an indication that the baby is ready to come out. Not that there is no labor pain. Mother is okay, fine in the hospital.
There's no complication.
There is no complication. Just because it is Amavasya tomorrow, just because it is Ashtami, you cut, and that is not the correct time of birth. I ask. If it is C-section like this, then the correct time of birth has to be rectified. And that is a very complex process in Jyotish Shastra. But by the way, wasn't Krishna born in Ashtami?
Yeah.
Oh, the entire country erupts.
Yeah.
Krishna Janma Ashtami.
Yeah.
Oh, arre. Wasn't Rama born on Navami? Navami is inauspicious. Did you know that? Especially for certain things, Navami is not good. You should not travel.
And Navami?
Navami you should not travel. But Srimad Acharya, Madhvacharya is supposed to have left
Navami.
on Navami. He should not have traveled. No, why did he travel? See, these are some questions you have to go. See, you cannot answer this superficially. You must get into the Shastra. Why? It is called Rikta Tithi. Why it is called Rikta Tithi? Rikta is bad. Or at least the English translation. But as far as birth of the child is concerned, first medical doctor. If you have the luxury of waiting, let the labor pain start first. But ultimately, please, for God's sake, leave it to the doctor.
Leave it to the doctor, yeah.
Leave it to the OBGYN, leave it to the gynecologist.
Leave it to the experts.
Leave it to the experts. Once the baby is healthy, Then you come to another expert after 8 years of the baby only, not before that.
Oh, that is also
You do
there.
not, we do not see the horoscopes of babies unless and until the end of 8 years, unless and until there is a health problem. Serious. Otherwise, people say, my son is 2 years old, will be a doctor or scientist. See?
Let the baby walk at least.
It will walk,
Yeah.
right? So there are so many things. You need first common sense.
Yeah. True.
First common sense.
Common sense.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a doctor. He has spent about 10 years in specialization. He knows better,
Yeah.
right? So that's my very honest answer. I know this also will become controversial.
No, I love that. I love the honesty. It actually makes sense. Some people go blind when it comes to these things, and they do not think logically, practically.
This is half baked or not even half baked. It is not a little bit. You put it in the. This is absolute nonsense. Give me one Shastric Pramana in any Puranas or any of the ancient scriptures where. Do you think C-section was not there in the? It only came in the English medicine, is it? No, it was there in Ayurveda also. But there were some rules for it.
Yeah.
It is not like, this is bad.
Yeah.
I have so many clients who are born in Amavasya and they are not just very rich, but they can mesmerize people just by their acting. So hint, an actor.
Right. So
Right.
we need to know where to draw the line.
Exactly.
Where to be
Don't
practical.
just go blind.
Yeah. True.
Amavasya people, very rich. The other side, full moon people, for small things they get irritated. For small things they get negative energy latched. Amavasya person, don't care.
Take a chill pill.
Chill, full, like that.
Lovely.
Okay, so that's thank you for asking this, because this is currently becoming a huge.
Yeah, this
question.
is actually an interesting response to me also, because a lot of people need to hear this out there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
One thing that you'll hear a lot of people saying is Sade Sati chal raha hai. You'll hear a lot of people saying that. So what is Sade Sati? What does it mean? Does it truly hold that big of a value in life, or are we blowing out of proportion? What is it?
You see, as I said in the beginning, there are certain planets which people love to blame. Mars, Kuja, Shani, Rahu, Ketu, all this. Oh my God. The whole issue is this. When it comes to Sade Sati, the 7.5 year cycle of that, it is just, Shani is also called as the Karma Karaka, which means he is significator of all the karmas you have already performed.
Yeah.
Which means he is going to show you a mirror. This is what you did. This is what you are going through. What is wrong in it? The wrong in it is, why should I go through that? I made a mess, but I don't want to clean up now.
Doesn't work that
It doesn't
way.
work that way. You can't have the cake,
Yeah.
eat, burp also. I'm going to
Yeah,
next
yeah.
extent. No. But there is a positive side of it, which nobody teaches nowadays. Because it's also becoming a very fear-mongering tool, no?
Yeah.
Blame it on Shani Maharaj. Fear-mongering. Now, what is Shani up to? Shani during Sade Sati will force you to come out of your comfort zone,
Okay.
which ultimately will prove in the hindsight. 10 years after Sade Sati, you look back and then you will realize, oh my God, it is because of what I did during Sade Sati. 5 years from now or 10 years later, I am now living a wonderful life.
I'm glad I did that.
But Shani is going to give you certain hints. Get out of your comfort zone. Small example. Before my Sade Sati, I had a wonderful job. Training, SAP, technology. training, no, same manuals. So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೇಮ್ ಸಾಂಗು ಸೇಮ್ ಡುಯೆಟ್,
ಅದೇ ರಾಗ ಅದೇ ತಾಳ.
ಅದೇ ರಾಗ ಅದೇ ತಾಳ ಅದೇ ಆಡ್ರಪ್ಪ. That is all. Okay. So there is about 25 days training for a corporate. So if it is in Bangalore, cab comes home, drops me, cab waits, drops back. International, fly business, okay, go, come back. I have traveled almost all the countries till date, almost all. Such a wonderful life, comfort. So training, if it is in Bangalore, then it was in Damblore. So from Panchakri, go to Damblore in an AC cab. The cab would wait from 9:30 to 5:30 for me. Not that they had to book another cab. The cab was there. Even after 5:30, let's say in Bombay, the driver used to say, "Sir, घर के लिए कोई shopping करना है, चलते हैं." So for the entire day, SAP used to pay the cab. Such a wonderful, no tension, no report. In one such training, there was a student of mine in SAP. He said, "Sir, I think you will be a good fit for the company I am working in. I am from Singapore, but the India company, India Delivery Center needs a person like you."
Okay.
I said, "Why not?" Sati was going on for me. So which means I knew that I had to get out of this comfort zone, no?
Yeah. Right.
That comfort zone was so great that one of the first A380, which is Airbus, from Saudi Arabia, Jeddah to Dubai, business class, and that flight actually had a double decker. Okay, so there is a top floor and there is a ground floor in the flight. So I was on the top floor. Such a nice job, cozy job.
What an experience.
So, I stayed in Leela, Mumbai for I think about 35 days. Wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Now I said yes to this fellow. It was a global position. Then what happened? That cozy job gone. Start working 16 hours a day.
Wow. Quite the shift.
Ask my wife. Some days I won't come home because some server of SAP crashed somewhere. There was an annual celebration every year of that company. Okay, they booked villas for all the employees in a resort in Bangalore, which means if there were about 40 senior employees, 40 villas. We had about 4-bedroom villa for 2 or 3 people. The younger one was born or not born, I'm not sure. I think she was born. So let's say 4 people, huge 4 villa. And when the celebration was happening, my boss in the US calls and says, "You know what, that SAP server you maintain, your team maintains, invoicing has stopped."
Rush back to work.
You can't. From the resort, you can't. So thankfully, we were carrying laptops. So plugged in the LAN cable and started working. By the time we came, all the cultural festivals were over. Now you see, Sade does that to you. So the only one thing in Sade people must understand is you can't beat it. Because you cannot escape your karma. You deal with it.
Yeah.
So people who say that this particular remedy will make your Sade vanish, please run away first from that astrologer.
That person. Yeah.
All certain remedies during Sade will give you that energy to face that.
Yeah.
Because as humans, we have a problem that change we don't accept. And Shani first will nudge you. It is 7.5. So the 7.5 period is broken down into 3 parts. So each part is 2.5 years. The first 2.5 years, this Shani is going to make you uncomfortable. It's a signal. Okay, I have to do something new.
Yeah.
Okay. The next 2.5, if you don't agree, he will roast you. Then you will start crying. Ayo, my Sade is going on. Durdasha is going on. Then you start abusing Shani. When you start abusing Shani, then Shani will hit you back because that itself is great bad karma. See, when Sade happens, you can do certain remedies. You can do certain remedies. The most famous is, please start chanting Hanuman Chalisa, Shiva Kavacha, okay, Ganapati Sadhana, Shri Harivayu Stuti, all this you can. But these will give you that internal strength to get out of your comfort zone. And when you get out of the comfort zone, it is not honeymoon, you see. It is a new environment. You have to prove yourself again. Let's say somebody has worked 10 years in a company. Everyone knows. Suddenly his job goes. Another job will come. But in that new company, he or she has to re-establish. That is the change which people don't want.
Yeah.
So my primary question to all those people who think Sade Sati is bad is, trust me, after a few years, you will thank.
Yeah. Right. So basically, you can't escape it. You have to learn to deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
And how to deal with it, how to absorb that pain, because that is a lot of pain. How to absorb that comes from certain very simple mantras.
God.
That is why, Saturn, I still remember, Saturn entered Pisces this year. On that day, every Shani Devasthana at Bangalore, full crowd.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, you have entered. Please don't do me anything.
Yeah.
It's all about, and remember, if the karmas are good, and if you do get out of your comfort zone, there is no planet who can give you more than Saturn. In fact, only the so-called bad planets make you powerful, not the good ones.
Yeah.
Jupiter will say, why fight with that fellow? But if you don't fight, how are you going to get promotion? See, we live in a competitive world, right?
Yeah, I understand.
So there is one post, there are 10 people in contention. I must be visible. The crying baby gets milk.
True.
So I must tell my boss, I did that. Don't you remember? You called me at 9 o'clock in the night. I was available. A lot of people, which means that competitive spirit.
Yeah.
Now, all these, that energy is given by so-called bad planets.
That's what makes you strong.
That is why my gurus used to say, don't abuse the grahas. Because each graha is a divine energy. If you keep abusing these grahas, the grahas will look back. See, if somebody is, walking, I'll just say something. Sumne. If he's a very spiritual or nice guy, he will say, okay. Second time I do it, obviously that person is going to retaliate one day or the other, or the same day.
Yeah.
Why get it?
Yeah.
So don't worry about Sade Sati, especially people right now who are Makara Rashi, Meena Rashi and Mesha Rashi people. They need to take some kind of precautions. Very simple precautions. I'm not saying you have to stand on one leg and do tapas like Maharishi Atri did for 1,000 years. No, you don't. Simple things, but lifestyle change is important. Otherwise, straight hospital. Shani means hospital. Shani means insurance. Remember that. Shani means all kinds of insurance is Shani. Whether it is medical insurance or term insurance. It's all Shani. Hospital is Shani. Patients are Shani. Okay, so don't abuse. Otherwise, Sade Sati people, take care of your health. Vata dosha becomes very high. Joint pains, stomach problems, gut, lower back pain, knee pain, neck. All these Vata dosha will happen. So for that, there are no mantras. I'm telling you again. People who are undergoing Sade Sati and ill health because of these things I said, stomach issues, etc., there is no mantra for it. Don't believe any mantra. The only thing you have to do is please get up in the morning and walk or run or lift weights, because the iron is Shani. Lift weights. Keep your body intact, then Sade Sati will not. At least physically.
Don't lose your sleep over it. Learn to deal with it. That's it.
That's it.
Wonderful. Okay, so I have one last question, and this is a topic that a lot of people have difficulty dealing with. So let's say there's an unnatural death or a sudden death in a family that leads to a lot of assumptions and beliefs in a family. We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do this. Does that death really affect the family, the children?
See, of course, death and taxes are not avoidable. I think it was somebody great who said that two things are certain. One is death and taxes.
Yeah.
Death happens in the family.
Mm.
The question now is whether, okay, let's say it is a natural death.
Mm.
Then whoever is eligible, usually the son, they have to perform after the mandatory 12 days or after that, every year, the annual Shraddha and one during Pitru Paksha must be done. So nowadays what is happening is, sadly, in the south, there is still this knowledge present in the families. But in the north, and it is not the problem of the north, because north has taken a severe brunt of all the invasions. In the south, it was relatively less.
Yeah.
Probably Aurangzeb came to Deccan. Or Tipu here, close by.
Yeah.
Many people don't know what to do. So even if it is a natural death, natural means what? Old age, passing away. In that, the eligible, now whoever has the adhikara, okay, so usually it is a son, he has to do on the day, on the tithi of the person's passing. For example, yesterday was my mother's passing tithi. In a particular masa, in a particular tithi, which fell on yesterday. So yesterday I performed the Shraddha Karya or the annual ritual for my mother, my late mother. Likewise, everyone has to do, whoever has passed away. In Pitru Paksha also, the Shraddha must be there. Okay. So that is why there are so many rules. So what I do is, every year before Pitru Paksha, I do a free webinar.
Okay.
I just put it on social media. I put a Google form. And whoever are interested, please. And then I send them a Zoom link. And it is completely free. Just to spread this knowledge, a very important knowledge about Pitri Karyas. And especially when there has been a unnatural death in the family. And this I can know just by looking at the horoscope.
Okay.
I look at the horoscope and first I ask, from father's side, was there any abrupt death? Unnatural death. Now, unnatural always does not mean accident or suicide. It can just mean that maybe after 50 or before 50, apparently healthy person suddenly passing away without any reason.
Yeah.
Or maybe there is a case of suicide or fire or something like that. If that is there, then there are certain rituals that have to be done. Okay, once in a lifetime. But every year Shraddha must continue. I say this because there is another wrong teaching that has crept up in the last 10 years. And I'm sure you must have heard of it. You go to Gaya and do the Shraddha Karyas, you don't have to do the Shraddha Karyas ever again.
Yeah.
This is absolutely nonsense. Because one day of the passed away ancestor is 1 year for us.
Yeah. Right.
So if it is 360 days for me, and people who are listening may probably get confused, why is he not saying 365? I'll come to, that's not the scope of this discussion today.
Yeah.
But let us say in a year of 360 days is equal to 1 day of them. In 1 day, in 24 hours, I have 3 meals. What about them? That meal is called Pindadana. Pinda Pradhana. That has to be done, and it can differ from tradition to tradition. For example, Lingayats could do it differently. Jains could do it differently. Okay, we either from a Shankara tradition or a Madhva tradition can do a little bit of variation. But whatever is there in the tradition, please do it. Because especially when there is a unnatural death, that particular soul is stuck in this domain. And that is why the word Preta comes in. Preta Rupadal ide. So in the form of Preta, they are there in this Bhuloka. And it is very painful for them. For that, there are certain special rituals that has to be done, where in certain places, if you say Maharashtra, then there is Triambakeshwara. In Karnataka, there are many, especially Gokarna Kshetra. In Tamil Nadu, Rameshwara. Because the condition to do these rituals are also very specific. There must be a river or a samudra. There must be a river or an ocean or a sea. And it must be a Shiva Kshetra. It must be a Shiva Kshetra. Gokarna, for example, is a Shiva Kshetra. Atmalinga is there. Triambakeshwara is a Jyotirlinga. And there is a sea. There is a sea, the Triambakeshwara nearby. And there is Rameshwaram. At least the three. Now, if these are the rituals that, otherwise what happens is, from the horoscope, when I see these combinations, I ask, happened or not? Sometimes I just, how did you know? That's a different aspect. Some people say, no, sir. Then they will ask their elders and then they will call me. Yeah, this happened. This happened. Nevertheless, and people who have got, otherwise it goes from generation to generation. Which means the father and mother anyway are having some problems. The children also will start having problems. So to break this cycle, there are certain rituals like Narayana Bali, Tripindi Shraddha, Tilahoma, and these have to be done in special kshetras. But every year, Shraddhas must be done. That is why I do a free session, so that most of the problems nowadays happen because of this.
Awesome. Okay, so this one's for all the viewers. You know where to join the session, and it's also free.
Yes, and it is there on my X timeline.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Lovely. So with that, we come to an end of all the questions. I must say this has been really enlightening for me, very insightful. I am somebody who had no knowledge about this field at all. So basically, I'm just one of the audience. So I tried my best to ask the most relatable questions, try to understand the basics of it, and you've been a wonderful educator. You've explained it really well. So thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Thank you, and you have been an excellent host.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
did
so
ask absolutely wonderful questions, and and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes,
much.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking with us throughout the podcast. I believe you guys enjoyed this session. If you loved this content and if you want to follow more of it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like, share, and comment, and also follow Pandit Katti ji on social media. Thank you, guys.